Why do some people instantly captivate everyone around them, while others struggle to connect, no matter how hard they try? It's not luck. It's not looks alone. It's the invisible science of attraction, a powerful psychological force shaping who we notice, trust, and desire. Every glance, every gesture, every word you say sends signals, conscious or subconscious, that determine whether people click with you. And understanding these forces doesn't just help in romance, it changes how you connect with everyone, from colleagues to friends. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see human connection in a way you never have before. The moment two people meet, the brain starts decoding signals automatically. Your posture, eye contact, smile, and even subtle gestures communicate confidence, warmth, and approachability. It's why some people feel magnetic without saying a word. Science shows that mirror neurons in our brains make us unconsciously mimic behaviors of people we like, creating instant rapport. Even subtle factors like tone of voice and pace of speech can trigger attraction. So, attraction often begins before a single meaningful conversation occurs. The body speaks first, and the mind follows. Confidence is magnetic because it signals competence and emotional stability. But it's not about arrogance, it's about self-assurance and ease in your own skin. When you carry yourself with calm confidence, people feel safe and drawn toward you. Interestingly, research shows people are more attracted to those who are comfortable being themselves rather than trying to impress others. Confidence also interacts with body language. Upright posture, open gestures, and steady eye contact reinforce that internal magnetism. Humans are wired to connect with people who reflect their own values, interests, and energy. This is called the similarity attraction effect. It's why shared hobbies, cultural references, or humor create instant bonds. Familiarity also breeds attraction. The more exposure you have to someone through conversation, social media, or mutual friends, the more your brain tends to favor them. But it's not just repetition, it's meaningful repetition, moments that trigger emotional resonance. Ever notice how people are drawn to someone they can't fully figure out? A touch of mystery triggers curiosity, and curiosity releases dopamine, the same chemical that makes us excited about novelty and reward. Too much transparency too early can reduce intrigue. The brain loves to fill in gaps and create stories about people. This is why pacing your self-disclosure and allowing your personality to unfold naturally increases attraction. Emotional resonance. Emotional resonance happens when you listen actively, respond empathetically, and reflect energy that matches the other person's state. It's also why people often say, "I just feel a connection." Their subconscious brain is recognizing a match in emotional patterns. The stronger the emotional resonance, the longer lasting the attraction. Laughter is powerful. It releases endorphins, lowers stress, and increases bonding. Playfulness signals intelligence, confidence, and creativity, traits humans subconsciously find attractive. Even teasing lightly, sharing inside jokes, or playful banter can strengthen a connection quickly. People who make others feel good naturally draw them closer, creating an irresistible magnetic pull. Humans value what seems rare or hard to get. If someone appears too available or desperate, attraction can decrease. This is called scarcity principle in psychology. The brain assumes that scarce things are more valuable. It's subtle, but people who maintain healthy boundaries and don't chase attention tend to become more attractive in the eyes of others. Balance availability with value. Show interest, but never at the cost of self-respect. Physical touch. Even small gestures like a handshake, a pat on the back, or leaning closer during conversation can increase closeness. Proximity also plays a role. Spending time in shared spaces naturally increases comfort and attraction. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, is released through safe and appropriate touch, deepening trust and attachment. This is why relationships often start organically in repeated interactions. Proximity allows chemistry to build naturally. The tone of your voice carries attraction energy. Warm, calm, and confident tones are more engaging. Words also matter.
The way you tell your story, share experiences, and communicate ideas can captivate attention. Storytelling triggers empathy and imagination. People aren't just listening to facts, they're feeling the narrative. The combination of voice and story creates emotional resonance that builds deeper connections quickly. Attraction is more than instant sparks. Long-term connection depends on compatibility in values, lifestyle, and goals. Even if chemistry is high, misaligned values create friction over time. Psychology shows that couples with aligned core values report higher satisfaction and longevity. So, attraction is a mix of immediate spark and deeper alignment, magnetic energy plus meaningful connection. When people unconsciously mirror each other's gestures, posture, and expressions, it strengthens attraction. This is called nonverbal synchrony, and it signals empathy, understanding, and rapport. Couples who naturally sync in small ways often feel closer without realizing why. This subtle dance of behavior can make or break initial attraction. It's invisible, but our brains notice it instantly. Feeling safe is deeply attractive. People gravitate toward those who don't judge, mock, or control them. Emotional safety creates comfort, trust, and a willingness to be vulnerable, which strengthens bonds faster than charm or looks ever could. Ironically, creating safety doesn't mean being boring. It means being authentic while respecting the other's space and emotions. Even after initial attraction, maintaining some unpredictability keeps relationships exciting. Routine can dull desire. Novelty stimulates the brain's reward system. People who continue to surprise, grow, and evolve maintain long-term appeal. Attraction is sustained by curiosity and continuous discovery, not just initial sparks. People are drawn to those who challenge them intellectually and emotionally, but in a safe, supportive way. Too much challenge creates stress, too little creates boredom. Finding that balance keeps others engaged while also respecting personal boundaries. This is why confident, playful, and empathetic personalities often become magnets. They offer growth without threat. Subtle appreciation, noticing small details, complimenting effort, not just appearance, is deeply attractive. Our brains respond to validation and acknowledgement, triggering positive reinforcement. It's not manipulation, it's attentiveness. People naturally gravitate toward those who make them feel seen and valued. Attraction isn't just about one person pulling the other in. Mutual interest, effort, and responsiveness create a bond that feels natural. Reciprocity signals alignment, fairness, and compatibility. This is why one-sided pursuit rarely works. True connection is a dance, not a chase. We are naturally drawn to what feels familiar. The human brain craves safety, and familiarity gives it that sense of security. That's why people often feel attracted to others who remind them of family, friends, or past experiences. But attraction is more than just comfort. It's a mix of curiosity and ease. When someone feels both familiar and slightly unpredictable, it activates your brain's reward system, releasing dopamine and making interactions feel exciting yet safe. Understanding this explains why certain people click instantly, while others, despite being seemingly perfect, never create that spark. Attraction thrives in the delicate balance between comfort and novelty. Attraction isn't only what we say, it's what we don't say. Body language, micro-expressions, posture, and even the tone of your voice communicate more than words ever could. Humans are wired to pick up subtle cues about confidence, interest, and compatibility. A genuine smile, eye contact, and open gestures subconsciously signal trustworthiness and warmth. Conversely, closed-off or defensive body language repels others even if your words are kind. By becoming aware of these cues, you can better understand why people feel magnetically drawn to someone or not without ever saying a single word. Non-verbal communication often dictates the first impressions that lead to lasting attraction. Attraction is not magic, luck, or superficial charm. It's a mix of psychology, biology, and behavior, a dance of signals, emotions, and resonance. By understanding the principles of attraction, you can connect deeply, authentically and magnetically. The people who click with you aren't just drawn by looks, they're drawn by confidence, empathy, safety, and emotional resonance. And once you master this, every interaction becomes an opportunity to build meaningful relationships.